Hey, how you doing? Levergun here. Just wanted to show a little video on how I light my stove. I've been poking around on YouTube, a couple of videos out there, different ways how to light a stove. I guess everybody has their own way. You know, there could be a right way or a wrong way, but you know, if it works for you, it's the right way, I guess. And this is the way I like to do it. Works every time. Important thing to remember, use seasoned wood. Don't burn wet wood. Not only is it going to be hard to light, but makes a lot of creosote in your chimney. So, alright, here we go with my old, not an airtight stove, but this will work for either. I want to make sure that my, if you have a flue damper, if you have an airtight stove, you may not have one, you don't need one, but I have one here, so I'm going to open it wide open. Like that, and I'm going to start out with some small pieces of wood and kind of crisscross them, if you will. Give you more surface area to catch on fire. Sometimes I burn with a grate in here, sometimes I don't. I really haven't seen much of a difference. This thing, once it gets fired up, it continues to go, and I would say maybe once every hour and a half, if I have it cranked down, I just I'll add a log, maybe two. And I wanted to mention that also. I'm not going to add any big logs here right now because it's not that cold today. I really don't want a long burning fire. I just want to give you an idea how I do it, how I start this wood stove each time. So these are my small pieces. You definitely want to go from small to large. If you have a stove, I'm sure you already know that. These are the little pieces, and a little bit bigger. I like to put flat and wide, but you can use anything you want. One there, one here, maybe one other little one here. And then you start with your bigger pieces. And this is as big as I'm going to go today because, like I said, it's not that cold out, and I'll be having a hot fire for a few hours. I really don't want it. Now, another thing is people like to crumple paper. They use matches, candle lighters, you know, whatever, butane, and that's fine. This is my tool of choice here. This works all the time. Propane torch. This chimney was installed about a year ago. I just wanted to point this out. It goes straight up 20 feet. I have no problem with drafting. I hear where people have a problem with drafting, backdraft, downdraft. I don't have that problem. I guess I'm lucky, but if you do and you have a little backdraft, what I'll do is fire up the torch. Don't apply it to the wood, just put it into the chamber. Get some heat going. A minute should be fine. Once you do that, you will have a little bit of a draft going. Then just put it to the wood like that. Sometimes it sits by itself. I'll leave it there for about a minute or two. Let the little pieces catch. Once they're going real nice, I'll close the door. And it takes off every time. I don't have a problem. With an airtight stove, you may want to leave, once you remove the propane torch, you might want to leave your door open a little bit to allow a little bit more draft. They work a little bit different than this type of stove. It allow a little more draft, and it will help it catch a little better. But once it's gone, close your door. I would let it burn wide open, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it takes. Get a nice fire going. Then you could add a little more wood if you like. Close the door, set the draft, and you're good to go. Once you got a bed of coals, you just feed it every once in a while when you see it's, you know, the fire's dying down or temperature's dropping a little bit in your house or cabin, whatever. Add another log or two. Because once you got the hot coals, you don't have a problem. This thing will run, it'll run the whole season. I know people who fire theirs up early October, up in the mountains of Pennsylvania, and they don't shut it down until sometime in May. It runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. So here we go. We got the little pieces burning. Draft is wide open. I think you can see the flames. Everything's pulling in. Keep applying it. And that's probably good enough. I'm going to shut the door. Shut the torch. I don't know if you can hear that thing roaring, but it is. And there you have it. This thing will be pumping. And like I said, I'm not going to add any bigger pieces of wood, but if you wanted to, after about 15-20 minutes, everything I put in there will be burning pretty good. Add another couple of logs and then just speed it however you usually do. But this lights it pretty good. I've never had a problem with this. The torch works well, and that's it. Now I'm going to hope for this thing to go out, because it's a little warm today. A little warm for a fire, a little chilly out, but warm in the house. Thanks for watching Lever Gun 57.